Now listen to Harris and Trump's comments, to the two of them, on Iran's attack on Israel. Roll it.
Iran is not only a threat to Israel, Iran is also a threat to American personnel in the region, American interests, and innocent civilians across the region who suffer at the hands of Iran-based and backed terrorist proxies. We will never hesitate to take whatever action is necessary to defend U.S. forces and interests.
I've been talking about World War III for a long time. They are very close to global catastrophe. We have a non-existent president and a non-existent vice president who should be in charge, but nobody knows what's going on.
Well, Florida Congressman Mike Waltz joins me now. Sir, do you think we're close to World War III?
Well, Stu, we've got the largest war in Europe since World War II and nuclear saber rattling going on, number one. And then now, number two, imagine if one of those 200 ballistic missiles that Iran just fired on Israel had a nuclear warhead on it. That is just hard to wrap your mind around, but a very serious prospect if we don't get a change in leadership in the White House. And what President Trump knew was that, number one, we could have prevented this, but number two, he dried up Iran's cash. And no matter how successful Israel is in Lebanon and Gaza against the Houthis, Iran doesn't want peace. And as long as it's flush with cash, it will pour resources and arms back into its proxies and help them rebuild. And what Trump knew was it's actually Chinese cash that's buying Iran's oil. The House of Representatives passed sanctions on Chinese buyers of Iran's oil, and Schumer has been sitting on it for almost a year. It's disgraceful.
Congressman, yesterday, Secretary of State Blinken released a new op-ed. He claims that we, America, are in a much stronger geopolitical position under the Biden-Harris administration. Is that how you see it, Congressman?
Stu, I'll point you to my Twitter X feed where I said he's delusional. He truly is delusional. And a year ago, remember, National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan said that the Middle East is the most peaceful he's seen in his lifetime. And then October 7th happened. So this is a world as they wish it to be. I think Blinken, Biden, Sullivan, Harris wake up in the morning thinking of what new concession, how they can appease Iran just a little bit better. Like I've said, they're the kids on the schoolyard that just keep bringing the bully more lunch money, hoping he'll be nice. And we've seen the results of it. The world is on fire.
A quick question about the port strike. Will the strike affect the delivery of supplies to hard-hit districts after Hurricane Helene?
Well, it's inevitably going to affect it, Stu. I mean, just case in point, Florida, third largest economy in the country. Just the port of Tampa is responsible for half of all of Florida's fuel and petroleum that we need to run as a state. This is a serious crisis brewing. 38 container ships already waiting offshore. And where is Mayor Pete? Once again, asleep at the switch. He should have gotten ahead of this and driven a deal. President Trump would have driven a deal, guaranteed.
Yep, I guess so. Congressman Mike Waltz, thank you very much for joining us on an important day. We appreciate it, sir. We'll see you again soon.
Thank you.